Right, we need to talk about the different methods of communication and where to use them most effectively. So you need to decide firstly the message I am trying to convey. Is it important? Is it urgent? Is it important and urgent? Is it not urgent? So, and then from there choose your method of communication. If it is important but not urgent, then email is the right form of communication. So we send all our quotes via email. And most important communication goes via email. And one very big reason is that it is currently the only legally recognized form of communication, meaning that if we had to take a client to court, the only communication we can submit into evidence is email. Based on your IP address, you can track everything. You can track whether emails were sent and opened, etc., etc. So that is the appropriate form of communication for important information. Then there's important and somewhat urgent messages, like I need to organize to come to your house to do work, where you need a more expedient answer. That would be maybe a WhatsApp message. Currently the most widely used messaging platform is WhatsApp. So there's a couple of ways of using WhatsApp. Let's say you're doing a quick handyman job, in and out, you know, install something, hang a door, whatever. There you can just directly speak to the client on WhatsApp. Hi, can I come on Tuesday to hang your door? Then there's the other type of work, which is like if you're doing a project, for instance, painting the whole house, etc., etc. Then you create a WhatsApp group. You put the husband, the wife, myself, or if it's two husbands, you put the two husbands, or if it's two wives, you put the two wives, and if the eldest son needs to know what's going on, you put the eldest son on there, so that there's a clear channel of communication. Everybody knows what's going on. You're eliminating, oh, you need to tell XYZ. No, they all know because they're on the group. It's also important to use the group, because then you can say, okay, which color are we choosing, and everyone can agree or disagree on the color on the group, and it gets sorted out. There's no people back and forth communicating things behind the scenes. Also, people who don't want to use the group, it's normally an indication of a communication problem between them. So if a husband and a wife don't want to be on the same WhatsApp group, that's a problem. And the easy way around this is just to say to him, sorry, this is our standard operating procedure, because then my boss, if this doesn't happen on the group, my boss is just going to assume that I'm not doing my job, therefore I'm not making the arrangements, therefore this is where I will communicate this information. Okay. Then we get phone calls. Phone calls are for urgent and important, like extremely urgent and important information. I'm on my way to your house, I still don't have an access code. If you want me to hang your door, I need an access code to get into your house. You know, that's urgent and important. And that's a phone call. The last point I want to make is voice notes. Voice notes are incredibly useful, but a lot of people hate them, including myself. I love sending voice notes, but I hate receiving voice notes. The reason I hate receiving voice notes is because 90% of people press record and then figure out what they're trying to say. So you get a 3-minute voice note of anyway, now we try to, it's like that, anyway, now we try to, it's like that was 30 seconds of my time that are gone forever. If you're going to send a voice note, make sure you know what you're going to say, or type a message. Here's a good indicator. if your voice notes are being wasted. If you send someone a voice note and they phone you back to try and figure out what's going on, then stop sending voice notes, or clarify what you're going to say before you send it. The advantage of sending messages on a group or sending messages to clients is you can search those messages. So if you say, good day, can we please come on Wednesday at 5? Then if the client, if nothing happens and they say you're a bunch of useless idiots because you haven't contacted me to organize anything, you can say, hang on a sec, search message, here I asked you if we could come. Because otherwise, if you now needing to prove that you did something, now you're going to listen to every single voice note you ever sent the client to organize things. That's a painful process. Alright, so there you go. Communication platforms in a nutshell.